This is a Flying Cow production.
Well, hello, and welcome back to Movie Battles here on the Flying Cow. I am the Flying Cow himself, Clay Johnson, and here with me today is the Chartmaster, Hannah Keefer. Hannah, how are you feeling being on this side of the desk?
This is brand new for me. I will have to see. I'm not as confident in this as I've become to be in my trivia skills, but it's going to be nice to just sit back and relax a little bit, not have to worry about pulling any of these answers for myself for tonight.
Absolutely. So, Hannah obviously has a vested interest in tonight's match because whoever wins this match will be playing Hannah. Now, anybody out there thinking, ooh, she can see the answer document? She's got her own separate document. Don't you worry. We're keeping things above board. But like I said, Hannah has a vested interest, so I wanted to give her a front row seat for this match. But tonight's match is between Lil Boat, Caleb Boatman, and Mr. VHS Nazario Montenegro. This is the next step in that short little playoff we have to a playoff for, or a opponent for Cameron to play for that vacant Movie Battles championship. I mean, Hannah, obviously you've got to be excited about this one. What are your thoughts going into this match?
Yeah, it's been pretty exciting to watch these two kind of battle their way to the top here. I think as we get in new folks and fresh faces, I'm excited to face whichever one of them makes it here. I think either one of them would be a great opponent.
Absolutely. So what do you say we go ahead and bring in today's competitors?
Let's do it.
All right. Introducing first, representing boats of all sides with a record of 3 wins, 3 defeats, and 2 knockouts. He is the 2022 Elimination Gauntlet winner. He is also a former #1 contender. He is Lil Boat, Caleb Boatman. Caleb, how are we doing today, sir?
You know how I'm doing, Clay. You know how I'm doing. You did the thing again. You did the thing. You gave me you listened to the hammer once, and you gave me Lauren, and I appreciate that. You let me play your lawyer.
He's not in charge here.
I let you play. You let me play the lawyer, and I appreciate that. And what did you do? What name have I been saying since the beginning of? Oh, it's me. It's Holtzman, it's Coho, it's Nazario, and it's David. And what have you been saying? Oh, yep. I have to play Dave. I have to play Nazario again. That's what we're doing. Here. You put the good people against
his
each other
match
because you want your friends, your co-host to have to not play, and now she only has to play one of us. That's how you want it to happen. You know what? That's fine. Because I'll tell Nazario about the rabbits, George, and I'll put him down nicely, and then I will actually face the person whose record has been inflated more than the Hindenburg. Hi, Hannah.
Hello. If you want me to face both of you individually, I'm down for that.
She's done that before. Yes. She got a double TKO. What more do you want?
She didn't play good people.
Oh, okay. Obviously, you have your take going into this. Good luck in your match against Nazario. You're going to need it. All right. So let's go ahead and bring Nazario in here. And his opponent, representing your local video store with a record of 4 wins, 3 defeats, and 2 knockouts. He is a member of the 2022 Elimination Gauntlet Final 5. He is coming soon to home video, Mr. VHS Nazario Montenegro. Nazario, how are we doing, sir?
Was I not clear? I said Lauren. Lauren! You asked me who I wanted to play, and you put the boat.
It wasn't your choice. We were just curious as to who.
Then why you asked me? I thought you were being nice.
First of all, I didn't actually ask that question. That was Megan. But
Sure.
I mean, like I said, we're just interested to see in who you might be, prefer, but we don't get to choose. Who wins is who wins. I mean, might want to explain that to Boatman. Who wins is who wins. But here you are.
Have you read his Reddit about your league? He has some
I have
theories.
not. Oh, does he? I'm sure that he does. Very, very interesting. But like I said, here you are facing Boatman. So how do you feel about this match? And the potential, because you're still on a title path here.
I feel a bit hungry. I didn't have a chance to eat dinner. And also a little sweaty because, it's hot.
Sure, I get that. Summer, yeah. All right. Well, that sounds interesting. Not sure how that's gonna, affect your match tonight, but we will just have to see. So let's go ahead and bring Boatman back in here, and we will go ahead and get going with the reading of the rules for round number 1. In round number 1, 8 questions from random categories will be given to all competitors. Competitors will have 15 seconds to answer each question. Answers must be spoken aloud when revealing your response. All questions in this round are worth 1 point. If either competitor gets all 8 questions correct, they will have a perfect round and receive a 1 point bonus question. Competitors also have 3 repeats that they can use at any time. So if you need to hear a question again, or you just need a little bit more time, use your repeats. Competitors also have a challenge. If you do not like the ruling of a question, you can challenge. If your challenge is upheld, you will keep your challenge. There is no stealing in this round. All right. So we are going to go ahead. Are our competitors ready?
Sure.
We
All right, Hannah.
challenge your internet.
Say what? I didn't hear what you said.
He said he wants to challenge your internet.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, me too. Hannah, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's get this going.
All right. Then let's do this. I don't know about you guys, but I feel ready for a movie battle. Action begin. And we will start in round number 1 with question number 1 in the category of early classics and classics. These are the films mostly of the 30s through the 50s. And your question. In Dumbo, when the stork delivers Dumbo to his mother, what song does he sing before leaving? So, Hannah, being a competitor, I have to ask you, how many times have you seen Dumbo?
Oh gosh, not in many, many years. But I watched it a lot as a kid, and it was my first question in my last match that I did. So it's pretty fresh in my brain here.
That can pay off in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, and we are going to Caleb first.
Nope.
Nothing. All right, Nazario.
No idea. So I guess little baby boy.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Happy Birthday. He sings Happy Birthday. All right. So no one on the board yet. Going into question number 2.
This question is coming to us from in the category of the Renaissance. That's mostly the films of the 90s. And your question is, what comedic actor provided the voice of Tantor the elephant in Tarzan?
Tantor. That's a weird name for an
I had
elephant.
to think about it for a second, whether it was pronounced Tantor or Tontor. I couldn't remember.
That's
It's been a while.
not exactly what you expect when you think of that character. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
And I believe we're starting with Nazario.
Wayne Knight.
Wayne Knight is correct. Let's go to Caleb.
Hello, Newman.
All right, both of you got that one. Wayne Knight was the answer.
All right, so bumpy start at the beginning, but they are both on the board, 1 and 1, going into question number 3 in the category of the dark times. These are, of course, the films of the 2000s. And your question: what is the name of the scuba suit wearing goldfish in Chicken Little?
This was one of those dark times movies.
Yeah. I think this is exactly one of the films that people think about when they think about this time. Kind of a rougher. I mean, like I said, there are some gems in there, but I don't think many people would count Chicken Little among them. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we are starting with Caleb.
Fish out of water.
Fish out of water is correct. And Nazario.
I knew it was something stupid. I said Joe.
I mean, that actually probably would have been much more fitting of a name. But that is incorrect. So Caleb goes up by 1 point, going into question number 4.
What we don't know is that Joey's his real name. Fish out of water is just the stage name. So, you know. No. All right, question number 4 comes to us from the Pixar category, early Pixar, late Pixar, any era. And our question is, in The Incredibles, what dead super does Mr. Incredible hide behind to trick Syndrome's sensors?
It's championship level match, building up. So these are championship level questions. Some of them are gonna be rather difficult.
I'm looking at these and I don't know some of them.
4, 3, 2, 1. One of the good times it's good to be on the other side of the desk, huh?
It really is. All right, Nazario, let's see if you can pull it.
Try with a different studio, Metro Man.
Unfortunately, did not cross over into The Incredibles. All right,
Gazer beam.
Gazer beam is correct. So that point goes to Caleb.
All right, so Caleb goes up by 2 now, going into the 5th question in the category of hybrid and Muppets. And your question: in what hybrid film will you find the character James Henry Trotter?
This new hybrid films category has been my nemesis a couple of times, and it looks like it's been that case for a couple people.
It's been that way for a few people. They can be tricky. Not as many people watch them as many times. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And Caleb.
I said James and the Giant Peach.
That is correct. And Nazario.
I figured it would be on the nose like that, so James and the Giant Peach.
All right, so we are currently at 4-2. Caleb's still holding that 2-point lead going into the next question.
All right, which is coming to us from The Decline and The Wilderness. These are the films of mostly the 60s through the 80s. So which of these military rankings is not the name of a character from 101 Dalmatians? Colonel, Captain, Major, Sergeant.
These, I don't think you've had one of these, Hannah, these new list questions.
I have it. It's like multiple choice without the without the
Yeah.
option, without the point loss.
Little different.
I like it.
All right, we'll have to see how they do in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, Nazario, which of those 4 is it?
Captain?
Captain is incorrect, unfortunately. Caleb, do you have it?
Sergeant?
Sergeant is not correct either. The answer we were looking for
Major.
was Major. There is no character named Major in 100 Dalmatians.
Is correct. Yes. So, going on to the 7th question in this round. This, of course, comes from the category of package films, these short collections of the 40s. And your question: what is the name of the segment Donald Duck appears in Melody Time? These package films, Donald Duck was in actually quite a few of them, so it's trying to
my
track
go-to
down.
answer. My go-to studying for every package films is just relook at the list of films for Melody Time because I can't keep that and make my music straight.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad strategy. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right. Oh, that's you, sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. So we are going to Caleb first.
Blame It on the Samba.
That is correct. Nazario.
Blame It on the Samba.
That's right. Both coming through with that answer. Caleb still up by 2, 5-3, going into the final question in this round.
Right. No perfect rounds for either of you, but let's see who can claim this last one in the category of the CG revolution. This is CG films from 2010s to present. Our question is, in Zootopia, what type of animal is Emmett, whose pursuit leads to the uncovering of a conspiracy?
See how well they know the film Zootopia. I've seen that, I think, at least twice, maybe 3 times.
I only know the ones who were in the Disney Magic Kingdom's mobile game.
Oh,
those
there
are
you
the characters I know. This is not one of them.
No, in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, we'll hand it to you, Nazario. What do you have?
I think his name was Emmett Otterton, so he's an otter, right?
He is indeed an otter. Good catch picking that up from the name. All right, Caleb, what do you have?
Otter.
Also an otter. Excellent.
All right, so at the end of round number 1, Caleb maintains his 2-point lead, 6-4. Kind of a rough round 1 for both of these competitors. But, you know, sometimes you get thrown curveballs. You hit the ones you can, and you don't worry about the others. But like I said, Caleb with a 2-point lead, so we are going to go ahead and go into the reading of the rules for round number 2. All right, in round number 2, each competitor will spin the wheel up to 2 times. If you do not like your first spin, you can choose to spin again, unless, of course, you land on opponent's choice, in which case you are stuck with that. Competitors will get 4 questions from their category. Questions in this round are worth 2 points. Multiple choice is available. However, if you choose to go to it, the value of the question drops to 1 point. Competitors will have 15 seconds to answer each question. Opponents may steal if a competitor gives an incorrect response. Repeats and challenges are still in effect. All right, so as we established, Caleb is currently in the lead. So Caleb, you have a decision to make. Would you like to spin first, or would you like to defer to Nazario?
Defer.
All right, so he is going to defer. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up this wheel for Nazario. Nazario, can you see the wheel?
Yes.
All right, then Nazario, this spin is yours. And you have landed on villains. Would you like to keep it or would you like to spin again?
Spinning.
Spin again. All right, here we go. Looking for something more friendly, maybe. Ooh, not that. Opponent's choice. So, Caleb, you get to decide, what would you like to give to Nazario?
This is probably going to come back to bite me, but I'm going to give him Oscars.
Oscars. All right. So, Caleb is giving Nazario the category of Oscars. So, Nazario is going to receive 4 questions in the category of Oscars. And Nazario, I will be reading those questions to you. So, are you ready?
I mean, sure.
Okay. All right. And your first question in the category of Oscars. 2 Pixar films have been nominated for Best Picture. Up and what other film?
Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 3 is correct for 2 points. All right. Going now to your second question in the category of Oscars. Pete's Dragon received how many Oscar nominations?
Which one?
Well,
Which one of the
only
Pixar?
one is included in this league. So the original.
Ah, okay.
The other one's not eligible for this league.
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice it is. And your options there. Is it A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, or D, 4?
2.
2 is correct for 1 point.
Knew it all along.
Acquitting himself very well with that one, taking it down to multiple choice. And with that 1 point, he actually gains a 1 point lead over Boatman going into his penultimate question. Let's see if he can lengthen that. What was the first Disney animated film to be nominated but not receive a single award?
Repeat that question.
All right, that is your first repeat. And your question. What was the first Disney animated film to be nominated but not receive a single award?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice it is. And your options there. Is it A, Saludos Amigos, B, Dumbo, C, Bambi, or D, Cinderella?
Dumbo.
Dumbo is incorrect. So Caleb is going to get the opportunity to steal. I will repeat the question. What was the first Disney animated film to be nominated but not receive a single award? Was it A, Saludos Amigos, B, Dumbo, C, Bambi, or D, Cinderella?
Bambi.
Bambi is correct for a big 1 point steal. Caleb tying the game back up, going right into Nazario's final question. Let's see if he can gain that lead back. The Muppet movie received 2 Oscar nominations, one for Best Original Song, the other for which category?
Multiple choice.
Choice it is, and your options there. Is it A, Best Visual Effects, B, Best Sound, C, Best Editing, or D, Best Original Score?
A sound.
Sound is incorrect. So, Caleb, you are going to get the opportunity to steal here again. Your question. The Muppet Movie received 2 Oscar nominations, one for Best Original Song, the other for which category? Was it A, Best Visual Effects, B, Best Sound, C, Best Editing, or D, Best Original Score?
Specifically in the category of Best Original Song Score, which was a separate category that year, but yes, D is the correct answer.
That is correct for another 1 point steal, which puts Boatman in the lead going into his wheel spin. So Nazario obviously hoping that maybe Caleb spins opponent's choice this time. All right, so let's bring up that wheel. All right, Caleb, can you see the wheel?
Yep.
All right, and this spin is yours. And you have landed on package films. Would you like
I'll
to
spin
keep
again.
it? You're gonna spin again. So this is your spin, and looking for something a little better than package films. Can't say I blame him. And you have landed on mixed bag. Mixed bag. So we are going to bring up 4 questions in the category of mixed bag. And Caleb, these questions are going to be read to you by the Chartmaster, Hannah Keefer.
All right, Caleb, so you have spun mixed bag, and you'll be getting 4 questions from that category, beginning with question number 1. What 1950s era film bore the tagline, "Midnight never strikes when you're in love"?
Cinderella.
Cinderella is correct for 2 points. All right, keeping that lead strong. Let's go to question 2. What Tim Burton regular provided the voice of the mayor in The Nightmare Before Christmas?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice it is. Your choices are A, Paul Rubens, B, Glenn Shaddix, C, Johnny Depp, or D, Jeffrey Jones.
D.
D is incorrect. So we are going to give Nazario a chance to steal. I'll repeat the question and the options again for 1 point. What Tim Burton regular provided the voice of the mayor in The Nightmare Before Christmas? A, Paul Rubens, B, Glenn Shaddix, C, Johnny Depp, D, Jeffrey Jones.
We'll gladly take that point, even if it won't make a difference in the end. But it's Glenn Shades.
It is Glenn Shaddix, and maybe I was saying his name wrong, but that is who it is. So for that 1 point, you got it. Excellent. All right, back on over to Caleb. Still with the lead. We'll see if we can keep that. What is the name of the private investigator who works to clear Roger in Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Eddie Valiant.
Eddie Valiant is correct. So another 2 points there. And our last song in this category.
Last song?
Oh, it's a question about a song. You have to sing your answers to this one. So, last question in this category. What is the first song that plays in a Goofy movie?
After today! Yeah, after today.
after today, maybe my favorite Disney song of all time, and it is the correct answer. So another 2 points
I don't
there.
back down from a challenge.
All
Real
right.
good.
So, Caleb, doing very well in that round, did unfortunately give up a steal. However, didn't seem to matter too much. He is still up 14 to 8. He's up by 6 points.
Jesus.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, so he is up by 6 points. So, but it is far from over yet. Nazario still has quite the opportunity here. So let us go ahead and go into the rules for round number 3. In round number 3, competitors will choose 3 numbers from 1 to 20 that correspond to 3 random categories. Each competitor will receive 3 questions. Questions in this round are worth 2, 3, and 5 points respectively. Competitors will have 15 seconds to answer each question. There will be no stealing or multiple choice in this round. Repeats and challenges are still in effect. All right, so as we have covered, Boatman is currently up by 6 points going into this final round. So Boatman, you have the opportunity to choose. What 3 numbers would you like?
2, 3, 19.
2, 3, and 19. All right, and Nazario.
4, 5, and 6.
All right.
So much
Keeping
ramp
the
up.
suspense going. We'll have to see if we can live up to that going into the next these next questions. We are going to be going into these questions. Like I said, Nazario is currently down by 6, so he is going to have to answer some questions in order to knock this back to Boatman and to answer some questions of his own. So, Nazario, we are going to start with your 2-point question. You chose for that number 4, which is the category of recent Pixar. And your question for 2 points. In which film does Bo Peep make her return to the Toy Story franchise?
Toy Story 4.
Toy Story 4 is correct for 2 points. So Nazario currently within 4. He is going to have the opportunity to answer his 3-point question now. You chose number 5, and that is the category of princesses. Princesses. And your question there. What is the name of the curse the evil queen puts on Snow White through the apple?
The Sleeping Death.
Sleeping Death is correct for 3 points. All right. So Nazario currently down only by 1. He is going to have to answer his 5-point question. However, if he does, he will force Caleb to answer some questions. All right. And Nazario, your 5-point question, you chose number 6, and that relates to the category of package films. You are probably one of the few people who would smile when I tell you your 5-pointer is in package films. All right, so your 5-point question. What popular singing group provides the vocals for the Johnny Fedora and Alice Bluebonnet segment of Make Mine Music?
Yeah, I don't know music groups from the 40s. I do not know bands from the 40s. So let's just guess Johnny and the Boys.
And your winner, Little Boat, Caleb Boatman, who is now moving on to the finals of this mini tournament to face the Chartmaster herself, Hannah Keefer. The correct answer we were looking for was the Andrews sisters. The Andrews sisters.
Johnny,
So,
Fedora, and Alice, Blue Bonnet.
yes.
Yeah, it's women.
No, you
Makes
know
sense.
the song. Yeah. All right. So great job, guys. We will see you for post-match interviews. Well, there you have it, Hannah. You now know your opponent.
I do.
In order to move on and face Cameron for and become a 4-time #1 contender, you will have to go through Little Boat Caleb Boatman. That's got to be nerve-wracking after seeing the knowledge he showed off here today.
He's definitely got the knowledge. Although, I will say there were a couple that as he sat on that I was like, I do know this one. So it's nice to know that there was occasional moments where I was like, okay, I do have this edge. And I think there's definitely going to be it's going to be an interesting combination of approaches to playing the game. I come in and kind of like, every time we'll see what happens. And I'm not going to study any more than I ever have. And he's taking it real serious, and that may come back to bite me.
Yeah, we will just have to see. But let us go ahead and go to our post-match interviews. All right, and here we have Nazario. A valiant effort today, sir, but not quite enough to catch Boatman. How do you feel about how you did today?
The only one I kind of up on was the fish out of water, because I knew that one, and I was like, went too fast. But that's just the 1 point, so I don't think it makes a difference. Other than that, opponent's choice, really? In 2022, take that shit out of the wheel. You know how much that breaks matches? It's ridiculous.
I mean,
And,
I will say I have seen people spin spinner's choice and still lose, and I've seen people spin opponent's choice and win. So
those people are losers. So honestly, like Oscars is like, I was obviously the one thing he was gonna give me. I'm not Caleb Coho. I don't care about who wins that little shit every year. I know the ones everybody knows, but like,
sure,
not specific shit. Why did you ask me what is the first Disney movie that won the best animated picture? I know that.
Well, I think we've actually already asked that question. That's why.
Shit. It's Frozen.
I mean, you didn't do horribly. I mean, obviously Caleb knew what he was doing when he gave you that category. But I will say, other than that, I think you did pretty well. You were on a roll there in the third round. You just got hung up by apparently one of the few package films questions you don't know.
Dude, I love Make My Music. It's my favorite package film.
Mine too.
I do not know artists. Like, this is not a music league. It's a movie.
Well, I mean, scores and soundtracks is a category. So
yeah, I hate that too.
All right. Well, Nazario, obviously you are no longer in the running for the title hunt at the moment. However, we do have a huge tournament coming up. I'm sure that we will see you there. So good luck.
I'm 4-4, right?
Yeah, you are back to 500.
Middle of the pack.
Yeah.
Middle of the pack. I love that shit. I'm going to post some value in Boatman's Reddit. So.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And here we have today's winner, Little Boat, Caleb Boatman. Caleb, how do you feel about today's match, sir?
Look, Nazario is one of my probably best friends in this community. We've played a bunch, and he played me, he beat me, I played him now, and I beat him. So we're 1-1 against each other, and in my opinion, we're two of the tops. If not the top two, we're two of the tops. But that's the thing, is we've been on the bottom of this ladder. Now I actually get to play one of the people with, Hannah the Hindenburg, because her record is so inflated. That's the truth of the matter. It's Hannah the Hindenburg. And Hannah was talking smack about being like, oh, I know some of those questions that he missed. That's how everyone feels watching all of your matches, just so you know.
Wow. All right. So obviously you're looking forward to your next match. I mean, I don't have to ask you for words. You just gave them. But obviously you are feeling rather confident about your next match. Any sort of special strategy you have going in there?
Yeah, my special magic strategy. Everyone watching at home, especially Clay's little friends, so you might want to take notes. Watch the movies. I know that sounds scary, right? Oh no, I don't want to. I just want to watch the same 3 Disney movies I've been watching. No, Hannah, during calling the match, Hannah was like, yeah, I probably haven't watched this since I was 2. I've been watching these movies on repeat since I was 2, and I haven't stopped. That's the difference, Hannah. That's why you're going down. Maybe studying it can be a good match. Do some prep and it can be a good match. Give the people a good show.
All right. So congratulations, Caleb. Obviously feeling confident about your next match. So we will just have to see how things go.
Whatever.
Well, there you have it, Hannah. Obviously your next opponent, heavily gunning for you. I already asked you how you feel, but
you know what?
Any new feelings?
The nice thing about doing this, just because I enjoy it, is that my identity doesn't rest on winning this championship the way that his seems to. So I hope that he, watches whatever movies he wants to watch. I hope that maybe he watches some movies that aren't Disney movies, because there are other good ones out there too. Those are the ones I've been watching mostly for most of the last 20 years, instead of rewatching Dumbo and Chicken Little over and over again. And so you know what? In all seriousness, though, I think it's going to be a great match. I think we're going to come to it with the knowledge we have. His will be fresher, mine will be what it is, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out, because you really never know.
It's true, you never know. And as we have seen from you several times, sometimes you just have to be really good at guessing. So
well, I think that there might be, like, I think that there might truly be some sort of supernatural protection that will always get me to the championship match, and then I always lose. Like, I think I'm pretty sure. So I feel pretty confident about just sailing on through and then falling apart at the end, because that seems to be how it goes. That seems to be the fate I am destined to play.
It's like you have the Angels from Angels in the Outfield. They don't help with championship matches.
Exactly. They just hit me up to the end and they're like, on your own now.
On your own.
I'm like, well, I'm not watching Cars 2, so that's what we got.
All right. Well, obviously, we are going to have quite an interesting match coming up. Excited about that one. And excited for those of you that were here with us today. Excited to have you, and want to remind you, do not forget to check out everything that we do here. Check out all of our videos, subscribe, like, all of that stuff. Check out the Flying Cow podcast feed. Lots of different things on there. Hopefully going to be doing quite a few new things rather soon. We'll just have to see. But for now, stay here, stay watching, and as always, moo.